Hello guys, this is Tayson and it's from Live4Well. Normally you see me, I'm maybe making an announcement or big news, but today I'm gonna tell you about a story, about my story. Because, most of the people know that we just finished football, one of the biggest show in the world. For all around the world, you have people, you have fitness lovers, wellness lovers coming to this show and they celebrate fitness and wellness together. And something inspired me by chatting with some of the fellow entrepreneurs in the show. And there is over like 1,000, 2,000 entrepreneurs in the show. Some of them are like myself, being young, and I really understand their drive. I want to cheer for them, and they cheer for me as well. And because my story always comes from, founding opportunity and the right person had given me the right opportunity at the right time. I started off from, a very ordinary background. My family doesn't have so much money, but they have enough to send me to Australia to study for the first year. So that means I have to work. So the first thing I got to Australia is, look for a job. And as you know, with no experience working, you can't really get much, So I just started off, going to a restaurant. I met someone, just sending email like everyone else, send an email and apply for a job in a restaurant. And then I just started as a waiter. I sent dishes. I tried to learn everything that I can, because since I was a little kid, I always loved reading. So far I may read about 500-600 books, a little bit too much actually for my age, but I just love it. The reason why is because I just always love to be better, try to improve myself, trying to compete with the people at same age as me. So I only read self-help. So all the books is like, like business, self-help, how to do better, how to be a smart people, how to become rich, like how to run businesses, that type of stuff. And it just kept me interested to keep learning. And, I remember my first job being a waiter. I was at a restaurant, the first one to go in and then the last one to leave, just learning, try to learn everything. Every night I stay till like, 1 a.m., 12, just stand next to the manager at that time, when he was doing the accounting, when you finish up, I try to learn and see, how can I do accounting? How can I, calculate it, how much money we're making, and I will go to the chef and ask like, oh, what inspired you to do this dish? What's your dream? Like that type of question. And they sometimes found it very odd, because a kid, a 17-year-old kid just ask about what's your dream is kind of like a little bit unrealistic. But at that time, I didn't think too much, I just think this is what I wanted. And my dream is always, I tell all my friends and teacher and, all my bosses, I want to be a CEO of a listed company one day. Because at that time I thought it's like, the top of the world. I didn't know much, I just know, okay, CEO, okay, a listed company, a CEO for Apple, CEO for Microsoft. It's really cool, it's successful, right? So I just kept that drive, and then, keep learning. And yeah, somewhat it pays off, So the manager left, and then I realized, the business realized I'm the only one know how to do the accounting and how to know all the position, because I learned it out of curiosity. So then I got my first opportunity, 18, 19, become a manager, and I work my way up, and then, become the partner in the end, and then make some money, and achieve a little bit when I was young, So and then I came back to Hong Kong, and the story of Web3 started, because it's a new industry, and I always believe in it's not about your age. I don't know, it's just in me. I always want to prove to people that, age doesn't matter. If you have the drive, if you want to do that, I want to prove to all the people that don't believe in me. Like, because, okay, so you're like 22-year-old, you're 23, or who are you to think that you can do that? You don't have experience. Like, they think like, they work, maybe 20 20, 30 more years more than me, so that, I'm nobody, So, but I just want to prove to them that I can be young and ambitious and be successful. So yeah, a little bit rebellion, but that's just me. So in Web3, it's a great story because I love it. It's about believing what we see, and about equality. Everyone will have the same chance and have an easier shot to achieve and get what we wanted if we want it hard enough. Before all the big banks, before all the government turns into blockchain. So at that time, it's a great story to myself. I connected to Web3, and I started, and then long story short, sold my company and then make a little bit more money. So I'm actually very fortunate because out of those experience, I always have someone to appreciate me and gave me the opportunity. So, so come back to when I was in Fibble, I saw those people probably similar age of me, trying to send leaflet, have a very small booth and then one or two people, a couple maybe, and then try to make it for their businesses. It just like make me wonder, how I can help them, or I'm not in a position to help them, or how I can connect with them, and I just wish them all the best, and then they can succeed in their own businesses, by keeping that drive. Just never give up. One of my saying I learned from one of my mentors about every great dream begins with a dreamer. So if you don't dream, you will never be successful. So that's always my thought, and it's always in me, that to not just to inspire, but just to be a better version of myself. And now, it's basically one of the biggest opportunity for me in my life now. I'm still in my 20s, but it's Live4Well. I founded Live4Well a year ago because I see how can we connect it, the real life, using Web3 as a technology to betterment our lives, to create better opportunity, better solution for the stuff that we're already doing, because this is a people's technology, right? Cryptocurrency is people's money, is owned and deserved by everyone. So everyone to participate as a community concept. I just really dig it. So yeah, so recently, as you may know, 20 million USD as the funding. As it's crazy. I mean, it's in like 7-8 years. I would never dream about having the opportunity to do something like this. So incredible. And then yeah, I just realized if you work hard enough, you will find people to appreciate you. You will find people to look into your work, no matter what age you are, no matter how experienced you are. If you have the heart, if you have the drive, you just have a better opportunity than someone doesn't keep their dream, So so for Live4Well, I want to create a platform not to just make money now, Businesses telling you not to make money is bullshit, Of course, it has to be a sustainable business, but my dream now, instead of become a CEO of a listed company, I think is to inspire and create together with young entrepreneur like myself, to create something for the future and for our families. So so Live4Well is a shared economy. The whole idea is to create a space for all the entrepreneur and all the brands. No matter how big you are, no matter how small you are, you can be a one-man bank, but you come onto our platform. If I can't help you, I can found the resources and the people that appreciate my ideas to help you. So we've been trying to do lots of programs like Free Coach. We're trying to help those coaches to build their businesses, to build their networking, because not many people have the opportunity or resources to do that, from different countries around the world, or you're young, you don't have experience, something like a support could be very helpful. And I'm just very lucky that I got some support along the way. And yeah, let's create dreams together, man. Don't give up and let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. You know, who knows what's gonna happen tomorrow, but I just believe if we keep the fire, if we keep the dream from day one till now, we will have a better opportunity. So as our slogan goes, together we create the future, in this case, the future of wellness, but more of a bigger, longer picture, we create the future together. And yes, and of course live for well. Okay, see ya.